Welcome to viewers and students. Here we will discuss about measurement of angle. We have already studied that when two rays are originated from one common point, then angle is formed. A corner is formed. These two rays OP and OQ, they are starting from the same initial point O. Now this corner is called angle. You name it as QOP. Right, the common point from where the rays are starting, we write it in middle, or you can also name this angle as POQ. That means common point should be in middle. Now this region inside these two rays is called angular region. We cannot measure this area because these lines are extended to infinity, so there is no definite length of these boundaries, so you cannot measure this area. Right, now how to measure this angle? Just like you measure a line segment with the help of this centimeter scale, or you have seen that tailors make measurement with the help of meter scale. Carpenters or masons use meter scale for measuring length. Now how can you measure angles? Now angle is measured with the help of this instrument. This is called protractor. Right, this instrument is called protractor. With the help of this you can measure angles. Now let us think how angle is formed in another way. Suppose you make a ray starting from this point. This is initial point. You make a ray from this point. So let us consider this is O and this is ray OA. Now keeping the initial point fixed, you can rotate this ray in this direction, opposite anti-clockwise direction. Means keeping the initial point fixed, you can rotate the ray in anti-clockwise like this. Suppose at some point of time you got here, right? So you rotate this ray anti-clockwise direction. So you finally got here. Now a corner is created. So how will you measure the amount of this corner? Let us name this ray as B. So this is OB. So what is the measurement of this angle? Angle BOA equal to how much? Now when you try to measure this angle, let us reconcile this point with the help of the vertex of the angle. So you reconcile this point with the vertex of the angle, and you reconcile this zero line with initial position of the ray. That means the zero line is matching with initial position of the ray. Now just like in centimeter scale, you find that 1 centimeter is divided into 10 small division, that is called 1 millimeter. Right? The same way this protractor is also, it is divided in terms of 10 degree. So from 0 to this point, this is 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree, 40 degree. So it is extended up to 180 degree. That means at a time you can measure up to 180 degree with this help of this protractor. Now what is the measurement of this angle? So you reconcile this point with the vertex of the angle, then you reconcile this zero line with this ray, initial position of the ray. Now you count to what extent this ray is rotated. So what is the position of ray OB? You see from 0 to 10 it is 10 degree. So you count another 5 small division here, 1 2 3 4 5. So 10 plus 5, 15 degree. So what is the measurement of this angle? This is 15 degree. So angle is measured in degree, just like line segment is measured in centimeter. Line is measured in meter, longer line is measured in meter. Similarly, angle is measured in degree. So how will you measure this? This is measurement means the amount of rotation of the ray from the initial position to final position. Now let us imagine that this ray is rotated further from the position of OB. Say it is rotated up to this position. Now let us name this ray as OC. Now what is the amount of rotation of the ray from initial position OA to final position OC? That means what is the measurement of this angle COA? We already got that angle BOA is 15 degree. So what is the measurement of angle COA? Again you reconcile this point with the vertex of the angle. Then you overlap this zero line with the initial position of the array. So then you start counting from this 0 point. So from here to here 20 degree, 30 degree, up to this 40 degree. Then you got another small two divisions. So that means this angle is 42 degree. So angle COA is 42 degree. Now let us keep on rotating this ray. Keep on rotating this ray. You keep on rotating like this. And finally you rotate up to this point. So what is the measurement of this angle? If you want to find this angle, the initial position of the ray was OA, then you rotate up to OA dash. Now what is the measurement of this angle? A dash OA. That means what is the measurement of this angle? The initial position of the ray was OA. You rotate it anti-clockwise, then you got a straight line. So what is the measurement of this angle? You see, from 0 point you start here. So this is 180 degree, 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree, 40 degree. In this way, finally we arrive at 180 degree. So angle A dash OA is 180 degree. Similarly, if you want to measure this angle, say this is D. So what is the measurement of DOA? You see, this is 80 degree. 80 degree. Right? This is how you can measure angles. So imagine that an angle is formed by rotating a ray from initial position to a final position, keeping the vertex, keeping the initial point of the array same. Then you find the measurement of the angle, that is the corner in between initial position of the array and final position of the array. Right? Now we will discuss about types of angle. Now suppose you are given to make a 60 degree angle. Suppose this is ray OA. Now how will you make a 60 degree angle? Now let us again reconcile this position point with the initial position of the array O. Then you overlap this zero line with the ray OA. So you want to make 60 degree angle. So 60 degree is here. So you put a dot point here. Now let us make a ray. So this is suppose B. So angle BOA equal to 60 degree. So this angle is measurement is 60 degree. Right? Similarly, let us make suppose 90 degree angle. Suppose you are given to make a 90 degree angle. So make a ray again. So this is suppose OA, initial position is O. Now again you make 90-degree angle, you reconcile this point with initial point of the ray and overlap this zero line with the ray OA. So 90-degree, you count from 0, 10, 20, 30. So 90 is here. So put a dot here, point here. Now let us join this point. Say it is B. So let us join B with O. Now this angle is 90-degree. We write this symbol. For 90-degree you can use this square symbol. So angle BOA equal to 90-degree, right? This is 90-degree. Now let us make suppose 120-degree angle. 120-degree angle. Now again you start here. 120-degree, you want to find 120-degree angle. So 120 degrees here. This is 120 degrees. Starting from 0, you count up to 120. Let us denote this point B. Now you join BO. So you got this ray. So this angle is 120 degree. Angle BOA this time is 120 degree. Sometimes we use this symbol M, measurement of angle BOA. So you can also write it as measurement of angle BOA is here 90 degree, here 120 degree. Now can we make angle beyond 180 degree? Let us think about this. Can we make angle beyond 180 degree? So let us make a ray here. This is OA. So up to from 0 to 180 degree, this is, if you join here you will get 180 degree angle. Now let us rotate further. Let us rotate further from this point. Let us rotate like this. So how much you rotate? You count from here 0 to 10 degree and 20 degree. That means beyond 180 degree you again rotate 20 degree. Right? So up to this point the angle is 180 degree, and beyond this again you rotate anti-clockwise another 20 degree. So what is the measurement of this angle? Suppose BOA, angle BOA equal to 180 plus 20, 200 degree. Right? And you keep on rotating this ray OA. You keep on rotating this ray. So this is the initial position of the ray OA. You rotate this, you got an angle, then you rotate up to this. So you got a bigger angle, and keep on doing this. Here you got 90 degree angle, right? And keep on rotating. Then you got angle greater than 90 degree. When you make a straight line, you got angle equal to 180 degree. Then you rotate further. That means you got angle, this is greater than 180 degree. And you keep on rotating like this, and finally this ray will be merged with OA again, right? So if you keep on rotating this ray, and finally this ray will be again merged with angle with original position. So with one complete rotation you will get 360 degree. So if you make one complete rotation, you will get 360 degree angle. So angle can be 0 degree also. Suppose this is the initial position of the ray OA. This is the initial position of the ray, and you don't want to rotate this ray. That means this will be 0 degree angle, because this ray is not rotated anywhere. It remains fixed in its own position. You can form angle only when you start rotating this. If you start rotating this like this, again you rotate this further. So if you start rotating this, then only you can find corner. So if you don't rotate this ray, then that means no corner is created, so it is 0 degree angle. So we find that angle can be measurement of angle. Measurement of angle can be 0 degree also. It may be greater than 0 degree, but it is less than 90 degree. Less than 90 degree. It can be equal to 90 degree. It can be greater than 90 degree. It can be equal to 180 degree. It can be greater than 180 degree, and finally it can be equal to 360 degree. So the angle which is greater than 0 degree and less than 90 degree, that is called acute angle. Acute angle. Say for example 20 degree, 30 degree, 60 degree, 89 degree, 89.999 degree, etc. That means up to 90 degree, but greater than 0 degree, like 0.1 degree, suppose. So these angles are called acute angle. So acute angle means angle which is greater than 0 degree but less than 90 degree. Now right angle which is equal to 90 degree, that is called right angle. Right angle is like this. We use this symbol. This is 90 degree. So right angle means 90 degree. Acute angle means less than 90 degree. And angle can be more than 90 degree also, that is called obtuse angle. Obtuse angle means this is greater than 90 degree. Say for example this. So this angle is greater than 90 degree. This is obtuse angle. Acute angle means like this. This is less than 90 degree, but greater than, this is greater than 0 degree, but less than 90 degree. So acute angle means greater than 0 degree but less than 90 degree. Right angle means equal to 90 degree. Obtuse angle means more than 90 degree. Now there is one more angle called reflex angle. Reflex angle. Reflex angle means, suppose this is the ray OA and it is rotated beyond 180 degree. Suppose up to 180 degree. If you rotate up to 180 degree, then this is called straight angle. Straight angle equal to 180 degree. If the ray is rotated up to 180 degree, then you got a straight line. So it is called 180, straight angle 180 degree. Now beyond 180 degree, if you rotate further, this is ray OA. You rotate this ray beyond 180 degree. Suppose you rotate up to this. That means you got this angle. So this angle is greater than 180 degree. This is called reflex angle. Reflex angle. So what is reflex angle? Angle which is greater than 180 degree and less than 360 degree. That means it's a reflex angle. So why it is named as reflex? Suppose this is water surface. Now if you keep a line straight, you hold a line straight on this water surface, then you will see the image downward, right? Image downward. So it's a reflection of this line. This line is a reflection of this. So that is why it is named as a reflex angle. So this line is look like a reflection of this. It's a reflex angle. So we got, there are many types of angle like 0 degree angle, then acute angle greater than 0 degree, less than 90 degree, then right angle equal to 90 degree, then obtuse angle more than 90 degree, then straight angle equal to 180 degree, then reflex angle greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree. These are the types of angle. Thank you for watching, viewers. We will discuss more on angles in the next class.